All right, YouTube. In my post from yesterday, I said today was going to be a double whammy. And what I meant by that was I'm going to post two videos. Now, the first video I posted is already up on my channel. It's the spy balloons and China and all that stuff, UFOs, whatever. That's more broad for everybody. But I did want to start doing these types of videos. And I'm going to start with this game I play, Genshin Impact. So this is a tier maker, and these are pretty popular on YouTube. A lot of people make videos on how they rank things. So I think I'm going to do a lot of these, from anything like best chips and ranking, potato chips or snacks or whatever, ranking foods, ranking holidays, all sorts of those things. So comment below this video and tell me what else you think I should put in a tier rating system. It could be anything. So yeah, but this one is mostly for this video game I play, Genshin Impact, and many of you that are subscribed do not play this game. I'm hoping to reach some, people who I don't know, and they just find me through the algorithm. So that being said, let's get into it. So my tier criteria is going to be based on, I think my volume's pretty loud. It's going to be based on how I play the game. So I play sort of meta, I just kind of play Unga Bunga, which is, just attack, 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 attack. I don't worry about dodging. I don't worry about any of those things. Try and kill things as fast as possible. So that's kind of where I rank my stuff, and I'll go into some explanation. I don't have every character. I have most, but not everyone. So those characters' ratings, I'll still rate them, but they'll be more based on stuff I've seen from other players and things like that, but not from personal experience. So let's get cracking. So we're starting off with Albedo. He is a Geo user, the Geo element, which automatically, for me, places him low. I do have him. I have played him, but, he's he could be A, he could be B, but for me, because I don't play him, I'm going to put him in B. Aloy, easy C. She was a crossover event character. She's the character from Horizon Zero Dawn. The reason why she's in C, she doesn't have any ability to upgrade her constellations. And again, if you guys don't play the game, I'm not going to explain everything, but if you do play the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So no constellations, no way to upgrade her kit or anything like that. She has a signature weapon. Again, there's no way to upgrade that weapon, so C tier. I don't play her. Amber, sorry. She's just C tier because, I've seen videos where people heavily invest in her and make her cracked and all that stuff, but C tier for me. I used her a little bit for fire puzzles before I had Yoimiya, but I have Yoimiya, so I don't play her. Ayaka, she's really good. I'm waiting to build some more stuff for her, but from what I've played, she's pretty awesome. So I'll put her in. Actually, you know what? No, I'll put her in S because there's still stuff I have to work out for her. She is good. She does crazy amounts of damage. But again, she's not maining. I'm not maining her, so forget it. But she's solid, so S tier. Barbara, I'll put her in B tier. With the Dendro Elemental stuff that came out, there's more options for her. Before, she probably would have been C, but she's at least B tier now. I don't play her because I have a bunch of good Hydro characters. I don't need to play her. But if you're a free-to-play user or whatever, she can be really good, and you get her for free. So I'll put her in B. Beidou, she's kind of fallen off recently. I don't think a lot of people are playing her. She was really strong before Dendro came out, but she can be B tier also. Bennett, double S. He's top tier always. He can buff attack. He can heal. He can do everything. He's really, really good. And if you're a Genshin player, you know exactly what I mean. He, by default, goes to double S. Chongyun, I don't really play, so I'll put him in B. Nothing really ever stuck out for me for him. A lot of the 4-star characters, really, I don't mess around with too much because I have a bunch of the 5 stars. unless it's like the super cracked 4 stars, which I'll go over. So, um, oh yeah, I guess I can say. So there's only two 5 stars up on the board right now. That's Ayaka and Albedo. Everybody else is a 4 star character. Diluc, I'm gonna put Diluc in double S, and he has fallen off because he got power crept. But in terms of Unga Bunga, and like he was my first main. I follow him on like certain forums and stuff. Diluc mains, like he'll never be below SS for me, and that's a hot take maybe because he does get beat in DPS and damage by a bunch of other characters. But he's going to be in double S, soft spot. And like I said, a big criteria for me is Unga Bunga. So he's very easy to play and just spam your attack and spam your skill. So I like him. And if you pair him with, 2 Hydro units, his Vaporize is insane. And you'll still clear everything in the game super easy. He's also a 5-star. My first 5-star, actually. Diona, I'll put her in A. She's a shielder. She's a cryo user. She's an archer. She's good. She heals. She shields. She's got great utility. She's a 4-star, so that's where she should go. Eula, another hot take. I don't like her as much as Diluc because she's more of a physical DPS character. So, and that doesn't really synergize well, at least now in the state of the game. A lot of people complain because she does hold one of the highest, I think the highest crit for, one-shotters, the one-shot community at like 2-something million. But that's like super heavy investment and all that stuff. She's really great for Unga Bunga. But unlike Diluc, she doesn't really synergize too well with others. Like her skill is like a one-tap cryo damage, so it's not like the repeatable 3 and then, so, and yeah. But she's really good though, and she does, my Eula does crazy damage, so nowhere near 2 million plus, but, she's good. So 5-star Eula, she gets S tier. Yanfei, I'll put her in B. She's a 4-star Pyro user, B. Fischl, double S. She's a 4-star. Just like, my boy Bennett here. Actually, I'll switch it. Just great utility. Off-field damage, electro, great application, easy to build, fun to play. Double S tier. She's super good. And especially with Dendro, she's even better. Ganyu, I'll put her in S. She was double S. No, I'm going to put her in double S. I do use her a lot. She's really handy for your commissions and things like that, overworld travel. Just because of her normal attacks, her charge attack is crazy. It AoEs, it cryos, she's got decoy for her skill. Her ult is great. Yeah, I'll put her in double S. She does get beat out and damaged by Ayaka, and Ayaka might eventually switch places with her, but she's just ease of use. The only downside is if you're doing anything important with her, you got to put a shielder on her because she has to stand in place basically to do her damage. But double S, lots of fun. Goru, I'll put him in B. He's a 4-star Geo support. I'm not going to go into much because I don't play him. Hu Tao is double S. She was the character that kind of overtook Diluc when she came out for pyro damage. Sad times, really frustrating. I refused to play her for so long, and I had her, and I just refused because it was disrespectful. But I needed to see, and when I did, I was like, oh, okay. And she's not as Unga Bunga. You have to have some skill level to play her efficiently. But when you do, and even if you don't, she's real nasty. Ito. He's an A, He's got good damage, but he's Geo, so Geo doesn't react with anything. It forms crystallize shield, so I'm not going to go too much farther into him. A tier. He's solid. He does damage. Kaya, I'll put him in B. He's a 4-star. I don't play him either, so I'm not going to go too much into every single character. Kazuha, double S. Top tier, best. I skipped him initially because I have a 6 constellation Sucrose, and I was like, when he first came in, I was like, oh, that's just a 5-star Sucrose. And while that is true, His kit is just nasty. His elemental skill burst, they're nasty. He's just, yeah, he's goated. He's I would say he's probably up here. I can use him in multiple teams. Just really, really good. I'll put him over actually here. We'll do it like this. Okay. So yeah, Kaching, another character, electro character, 5-star that is on the standard banner, but she got huge buffs because of the Dendro reaction. So I'm gonna actually put her in S. She's really good. I just have other electro characters that I don't need to use her anymore. But I was messing around. I leveled her up. I got her to 90, and man, her with like Fischl on a Dendro team, disgusting. Sucrose, I'll put Sucrose in A just because, like I said, 4-star version of Kazuha. So really, really good. She can do a lot, especially if she's got constellations. Klee, I don't have. I'm gonna put her in C just because I don't have her. That's what I'll do. If I don't have the characters, I'll put them in C. So far I have everybody. Kokomi, she's gonna be S. Great healer, great hydro applicator. Not as fast as like Xingqiu or Yelan, but she can heal, which is nice. So I'm gonna put her in S. She sets up reactions very well too. I use her a lot with my Dendro team with Nahida, Althayam, whatever how you spell his name, pronounce his name. So yeah, very good though, very good. Lisa, same thing. She got a buff because of Dendro. So if you're a free to play player, she's great, but she is good now, so I'll put her in B. Mona, I never play Mona. I never learned her. I never upgraded her. I have a bunch of constellations just because I missed 50-50 rolls. But I'll put her in A because she can still like boost everybody else's damage, which is great. Ningguang. Geo again. I gotta put, even still. No, I'll leave Ito just because he's a 5-star and he does do good damage. But 4-star, yeah. Noelle, I'll put her in B tier also. Not much to say. Another Geo user. Yeah. Jean. I'm gonna put Jean in A because she can heal and she's a high Animo user, so she can like swirl. She can heal, increase attack speed. I'll put her in A. She's a good 5-star. Not the best though. Chi-Chi. Yuck. I'm gonna put Chi-Chi in C. Now she supposedly did get better. You could make the argument for B, but I don't ever play her. I used to because I thought she was good until everybody else came out and you were like, oh, she's not great. So 5-star, she's going in C. Razor, he's a good B unit. Yeah, he's just Electro, 4-star, fine. Rosaria, 4-star, Cryo Booster. I'll put her in B also. Kujo Sarah, 4-star. I'm just gonna burn through a lot of these. Yeah. Wait, not Yaya. That's Yaya down here. Dang, what's her name? I forgot her name. That's terrible. Well, I'm gonna put her in B because I use her for traveling. So yeah. Shenhe. I'm gonna put her in A. No, she's too niche. She's too niche. She's only good if you have like another cryo user that you're DPSing with. So like Ganyu her or Ayaka and her. But otherwise, she doesn't fit anybody else really. So very niche character. Yeah. Raiden Shogun, easy double S. Game changer. So double S are either, for me, they're going to be like, the fun to play, Unga Bunga, easy to play, or they're going to be game changers. And Raiden was a game changer when she came out. Like, just super nasty. I'm not going to get too far into it. Everybody already knows. Tartaglia, I do not have. He's not C tier. He'd probably be double S. The only reason I don't have him is because I didn't like his gameplay style. So you have to like manage his skill use from changing him from ranged user to a melee user, and depending on how long you stayed in that was how long the cooldown was, and it was just too micromanagey for me, so I never rolled on him, never had interest, and I have other Hydro units that I really like to use, so for me, C, but yeah, well, for me, C. That's a hot take. This is my tier list, not the community's. Toma, he can get a B. He got better also. When he first came out, same thing, 4-star Pyro Shielder. Nobody was really, into him. But then Dendro came out, and there's some combos for him. So I'll bump him up to B. Venti, S tier. Again, he was king of the everything, king of Anemo, until Kazuha came out, and then Kazuha kind of like poo-pooed on him. Just more use and easier use and like more all around. But he's still super good. So Zhangling, sorry. Double S, 4-star Pyro user, Pyronado. If you ever constellations up to 4, yeah, she's cracked. I mean, even still to this day, it's sad because she's arguably better than like Diluc, yeah, she's nasty. She's really, really good. Zhao, I'll put in S tier. He's fun, but I don't like the jumpy playstyle. Like jump attack, jump attack, jump attack. I don't like it, but he is super strong. So he'll go in S. Xingqiu, double S tier. Great Hydro applicator. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 stars up in double S, and that just shows how strong they are. I mean, a lot of people make the argument that they should be 5-star characters. So just very good, very good. Xinyan, sorry, C, not talking much. But when Daya comes out, Xinyan will probably go to B because she is better than Daya, and Daya's a 5-star. Sad times. I don't have Yemiko. But she would probably be like S. I don't have her because I have other Electro users and I don't need her. So for now, I'll just put her down here. Yeah. Yoimiya, A. She also had suffered from like, early content releases and leaks being like, oh, she's really bad. And then people like didn't roll on her. And she wasn't great. She was very underwhelming. But her skill paired with 2 Hydro, her Vaporize are great. She's a normal attacker, so pair her with like, Yunjin, and she can do some good damage. You don't even need Yunjin. Sorry, I have Yunjin. She's going to B, 4-star. I don't got much more to say about her. Zhongli, Daddy Zhongli, Geo user. He's the only Geo user that is really, really good in my opinion. In usefulness, just because he has the strongest shield in the game. He's a game changer too. He can make how you play different. You can be very lazy with him. If you build his HP super high, which increases his shield strength, you don't have to dodge anymore. You can play the game unga bunga, so double S tier for me. And also he's just a great character overall. Ayato, I don't have him, so he'll go and C. But he would arguably be double S tier Hydro user, but I don't have him, so I'm gonna put him here. Kuki, I don't have either, so she's going to go there, but she's also gotten really good with Dendro. She'd probably be somewhere in A, probably A. I don't have her, though, so she goes in C. Yelan, Queen, double S. She's just very good. She's very good, Hydro user. Her and Xingqiu, I usually pair with, like, a Pyro user or something, and my Vaporize combos are crazy. I don't know why there's doubled up here, but whatever. So I'm going to skip those. Heizo, I'll put him in B. He's a strong B, though. 4-star Anemo user. Cole, I don't play, but I have her, so she's going to C. Dory, I have her, don't play her, going in C. Traveler. Dendro Traveler is very good, so he'll go in A. That's his sister, Lumine. So forget it. Yeah, but he's the main character. He's the one you get by default. Before Dendro came out, he was probably a B or below, but he has really good Dendro kit, so he can go in A. A lot of people were using him before there was a bunch of Dendro characters out and to set up the Dendro reactions, so yeah, A tier. Tignari I don't have, so he'll go here, but I hear he's good. I have Candace. Don't use her. She'll go there. Yeah. Sino, I don't have him. He's basically Electro Razor. So he'd probably be an A, but I have Razor. I have, again, it's like I play and I roll on characters that would add to something to a bunch of teams rather than just, what they do, because I have so many of those. And he really fits one role only, which is like Electro. But like Raiden Shogun, she's Electro, but she can regenerate everybody's bursts and gives energy recharge and all of these things. So she has way more utility. Nilu, she's also very good. She wasn't good, and she was very awkward from what I heard. I don't have her. I didn't roll on her because of all the information I was getting. But she, once Dendro came out, or whatever, and people figured out how to use her with Dendro, she was like S tier. She's S tier, but I don't have her, so there she sits. I forget her name. It's not Candace. That's Candace. Anyway, I have her. I don't play her, so that's where she'll sit. Oh, here we go. Double S. Nahida. I mean, Dendro Archon, Geo Archon, Electro Archon. They all game changers. Nahida, amazing. Amazing. Love her. If you don't have her. So I would suggest getting Raiden. Everybody else is kind of like whatever. I would get, so I'll do it like this, right? So we'll go, in my opinion, whoa, what are you doing over here? No. There we go. These three you should always get when they're up. If you don't have them, these are Kazuha you should get, Raiden you should get, and Nilu you should get, or Nahida. Game changers. I mean, you could argue for Zhongli too, but not as much as these three. These three are just crazy, and everybody else is good, but I would always roll on these three for sure. Farazan, she's super niche, but I'll put her in B. She's very good for NMO teams, but only like Zhao and Wanderer. And speaking of Wanderer, I'm going to put him in A. He's good, but I do regret pulling for him. He's very underwhelming. I pulled on him because he had cool, he has a cool gameplay where you can like float and fly and stuff like that, but I really regret spending my hard-earned Primo Gems on him. And again, Farazan, B tier because she's so niche. She only really works good for Wanderer and Zhao. You can make the argument for other NMO users, but, yeah, whatever. Althayam, I would put him in double S because I like him a lot, but I'm going to put him in S. He is very good, and I use him. But he's not... Okay, so he's not Unga Bunga. You have to have a very specific rotation with him. But once you get that down, he's very good. So if he was simpler to play, I would put him in double S, but I like Unga Bunga, so no double S for you. I'll hate them, so I'll put you over there. And then Yao Yao. I have her. I haven't done anything. She's probably there. B. So that's my list. That's my Genshin character tier list. If you play Genshin, let me know what you think. I probably have a bunch of hot takes, and everybody could like argue all day up and down about a lot of these characters, but this is just my personal take. This is, if you're a person who likes just simple gameplay, but still like do the things like have reactions and all that cool stuff and synergize, this is a great system tier list for you. But yeah, all of these characters in double S, very, very good, worth investing, worth upgrading, all of that jazz. You can make, spiral list clearing teams with just these characters up here. So that's it for this episode, the bonus tier video that I'm putting up. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and comment, like all my stuff, please. I'm trying to grow. Yeah, and if you're already a subscriber, just comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.